Alright, Shalom, Akyam wa Akwath, Hayawum, La Madyam, Anaknawa, La Kwara, Mathawara. What I said basically was Shalom, which by now everybody should know this means peace. Right? Akyam, which the word Akyam means brothers, plural. Alright? You know, the word is the way to say brother singular is ak. Alright, Shalom Akyam, wa is and then you have akwath, which is plural for sisters. And is also singular for sisters. You know, that's you use the same word for sisters. Alright, Hayawum, right? Ha Yawum. The ha at the beginning of a word is the, and Yawum is day. You know, that's the way you say today or the day. Alright, so shalom or peace, brothers and sisters. Today, lamad yam. Now the word lamad is learn. Alright, there's learn, and the yum at the end makes it plural. Alright, so if you just speaking about one person, you would just say lamad, which is learn. But if you're using more than one person, then you would put lamad yum, because you have to make the sentence work with the with the amount of people that you're working with, whether it's male, whether it's female, whether it's both, whether it's singular or whether it's plural. You know, so you have to the sentence has to actually match who you're speaking to. You know. All right. So the next word is anach nawa, which is we, and then la kwara, to read, ma thawara, which ma thawara is of, ma is of or from, and thawara is law. Okay, and that's what we said basically. Let me go back up here. Shalom Akyam wa Akwath, peace, brothers and sisters. Hayawam lamadyam anachnawa, the day or today, learn, we learn, la kwara, to read. Ma thawara, of or from, thawara is the law. So today we learn to read from the law. Yeah, so we're gonna get started, because basically what we're gonna do today is we're gonna go, show you brothers and the very few sisters out there, mainly for the brothers. You know, I mean, you have some sisters that like to get into this stuff, but really this is for the men, because the men, they're the ones that read at the at the Passover and on the Sabbath services and stuff. So I'm gonna go through this Genesis, the first chapter, and I'm gonna show you how to read this, the Hebrew. That way, when you brothers do your services, some of you can actually read read the Hebrew. So that way, you can, get into the, because we're going to be doing this. This is part of our heritage, part of our custom. So we're going to go back to this. This is our language. So brothers do have to learn this language. I know a lot of brothers out there kind of lackadaisical on it, because they're more interested in learning the truth, which is, it's nothing wrong with that, but you do have to spend some time learning this truth, learning this this language, because this is our language. Now this right here, this is the Assyrian script, which they call Aramaic, and this is the ancient script. As you can see here, this website here, it's an excellent website that goes into it, and it actually gives you different different versions of the Bible. You can see where they went off and all that. But we're gonna be dealing mainly with this the Assyrian script, which they call Aramaic, because this is when you pick up a Bible, a Torah or Tanakh anywhere, pretty much this is what the characters that it's written in. So we're gonna learn how to read these. But if you brothers know how to read the Paleo Hebrew or the ancient Hebrew, they call it Paleo Hebrew, but the ancient Hebrew, then you can just read this, at the service, or if you have the book form, more than likely you're gonna have the Assyrian script, which Esau calls the Aramaic. All right. Now, without further ado, this is the book of Genesis, the first book of Moses, called Genesis. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to read this sentence here. Then I'm going to go back and show you how to read it. Now, when you're reading the Hebrew, we don't know every word. We can read it pretty much and pick up on certain words, But as far as connecting letters and leaving some letters by itself when you're pronouncing it, you just go on the spirit, because unless you know what the word actually means and and how to pronounce it, you're not going to know every word. So you just go on the spirit and connect it and separate it as you go along. So I'm just going to read this first sentence, and then I'll go back and I'll break it down for you. So this is Bara Ashyath, Bara Alahayim, Ath Hashemayim, Wa Ath Ha'aratazah. Alright? Now this is a Ba. Ba, that's a Ra, that's a Ah, that's a Sha, that's a Ya, and that's a Tha. Right? When I pronounce it, it's Ba Ra Ash Yath. Okay? Now let me pull this up. Alright, so the first word is Bara Ash Yath. Right? Now the word Bara Ash Yath, the Ba at the beginning of a word is in. Ra'ash is, I don't know why it does this, but it always does this. I try to put Ra'ash and they change it to put Rash. Ra'ash is head. Alright, and then the Yath just ties it all together pretty much. It makes it plural. Alright, so basically when you read the English, which I'll read it real quick, Genesis 1:1, right? In Genesis 1:1 it says this. It says, in the beginning God created the heaven and the earth. Okay? So when you go back to the Hebrew and you read it, it's Bara Ashyath, Bara Alahayim, Ath Hashemayim, Wa Ath Ha'aratazah. So Bara Ashyath we read was in the beginning, right? So Bara Ashyath, in the beginning. Let me just write that down. In the beginning. But it literally means in the heading. Okay, because the word Ra'ash is head. Okay? So when you look up the word Ra'ash, it means head. So really the correct word that should be there, instead of in the beginning, it should be in the heading. Okay? So that's what it means, in the beginning. Alright, so Ba Ra Ash Yath. Now let me show you something else. Okay, you got a Ba, you got a Ra. Alright, let me move this over a little bit. You got a Ah, you got a Sha, you got a Ya, and then you got a Tha. See how this thing be bugging, man. Alright, and then you got a Tha. Now see it right there, Ba Ra Ah Sha Ya Tha. But when you connect it, Ba Ra Ash Yath. Okay, see it right there, Ba Ra Ash Sha Ya Tha. But when you connect it, it's Ba Ra Ash Yath. Okay, that means in the beginning or in the heading. Alright, so that's how you do it. And if you don't know, like I said, if you don't know the word, just read it as it is. You can keep them all separate, or you can connect certain ones at certain points, however you feel comfortable with it. Alright,